Anyone who wielded a sword had to die in the war, a brutal conflict that lasted for 13 years. The Great War between the heavenly demonic cult and the Orthodox Alliance had claimed countless lives. Blood splattered across the battlefields where an endless stream of bodies piled up, swords broken and stained. However, the war ended suddenly, shrouded in mystery 20 years ago, leaving everyone in doubt. Even 20 years later, the truth about the end of the war remained unspoken. Both the heavenly demonic cult and the Orthodox Alliance had agreed to remain silent. As time passed, new heroes emerged and new things happened. Yet some families had fallen during the war, their names tarnished or forgotten. One young woman, Zhang Charyan, was seen practicing her sword in a desolate area, the wind whipping around her. Despite her efforts, she felt strangely like she was not improving. She was determined to restore her clan's name, which had suffered greatly during the war. Later, Charyan was approached by her older sister, Jiang Huaryan, and her husband, So Beck. Charyan, looking wary, asked, "What brings you two here?" Huaryan replied, "Someone has arrived, someone who wants to compete with you." Huaryan explained that among the martial artists, two tournaments were highly anticipated this year: the Heavenly Tournament for individuals and the Dragon and Phoenix Tournament for pairs, celebrating rising talent. The visitor had specifically requested Charyan for the Dragon and Phoenix Tournament, a couples competition. Charyan's expression darkened, thinking, "Why would I have to compete with some weirdo?" She firmly stated, "No way I'm doing this." Huaryan pressed on, reminding Charyan of her desire to bring honor to their clan, explaining that selection for the tournament would achieve that. But Charyan was resolute. She got up and walked away, telling her sister, "You do it yourself if you want to bring honor to the clan." Behind her, So Beck confronted his wife, saying, "Did you not hear that? She is not interested." Later, in the bustling market, Charyan overheard people gossiping. "Did you hear that Merchant Jin lost another finger?" one man whispered. Charyan observed the scene, her thoughts turning to the Zhongxin. What if the Zhongxin are plotting something against us again, she wondered. In the distance, two men were arguing intensely, their faces red with anger. Schemes and dirty tricks dominate Jianghu, Charyan thought, feeling a sense of disillusionment. She watched the two men almost come to blows, then her gaze drifted to a street play reenacting the Great War. The audience murmured that no one truly knew the ending. As she pondered this, a man standing behind her said, "I have similar thoughts." It was Jock Lee Bong, the protagonist. He continued, "The heavenly demonic 9-calamity technique is invincible in one-on-one combat." He added, "The Great War between the heavenly demonic cult and Orthodox Alliance did not end in such a trivial manner." Charyan looked at him, puzzled. What is up with this guy? Jock Lee Bong then asked her, "I'm new to Wuhan. Could you show me a good spot for a drink?" Charyan eyed him suspiciously, thinking, what kind of trick is he planning with that face? She dismissively told him, "But you are still living in this Jianghu," and then turned and walked away. They went in opposite directions, Jock Lee Bong watching her go, a thoughtful expression on his face. Jock Lee Bong looked around at the many people, thinking, so many people here, let us see what this tournament is about. Later, at the Huayang Inn, the place was completely crowded. People inside were excitedly discussing the Dragon and Phoenix tournament and speculating about potential winners. Suddenly, Charyan entered, her sword hilt visible, observing the throng. A waiter approached her, asking, "What would you like, lady?" She replied, "Just a drink." The waiter informed her, "Only the special seats are left. Come this way, lady." He added with a smile, "We are your best, so we will give you a discount." Everyone in the inn looked at Charyan, with some murmuring, "She's the best." Charyan, annoyed by the attention, thought, who spread those rumors? As she entered the special room, she found Jock Lee Bong already seated, surrounded by an astonishing array of food. He greeted her warmly, "We met again. If I knew, we would have come together." Charyan's expression was gloomy as she muttered, "My luck is bad." Jock Lee Bong, still eating from the feast on his table, asked her, "How do you participate in this tournament?" Cherian looked at the mountain of food, thinking, has he been starving for days? She then asked out loud, are you not seriously thinking of participating? Bung chuckled. Of course, pretty girls will be there, and I have a face that girls quite like. He boasted, I've been traveling since I was 10 years old, and girls have chased me everywhere. Cherian thought, he is acting differently than before. He continued, I think I know a beautiful girl who is good in this area. He then added, she is my mother. Cherian was utterly shocked, exclaiming, your mother? Bung, with a serious face, asked, are you disrespecting my mother because she is old? Cherian, flustered, quickly explained, no, it's not like that. Bung then changed the subject, stating, a big event is happening that is making me hungry. Cherian asked, is it because of the tournament? He dismissed the idea, replying, not that. I will win that, definitely. He then declared confidently, I'm thinking of conquering Hubei this year. Cherian was shocked by his audacity. He added, and there are more things to do. Cherian, recovering, retorted, you are pretty boastful to conquer Hubei. Just then, a man with red hair entered, greeting Cherian, it has been a while, lady. This was Zhang In-chul, a leading young man of the Zhongxin clan. He invited her, let us have a drink. A young woman, Zhang In-ha, his younger sister, followed him, asking, here? Zhang In-chul then asked Cherian, how have you been, lady? Cherian's face tightened as she thought, his habit of scanning me is bad. I want to hit him. Zhang In-chul then focused on Bung, remarking, looks like there's someone else here. He dropped a gold coin onto Bung's table, declaring, it's for the bill. With a harsh tone, he added, if you are done, please leave. Bung looked up at him, his expression unreadable.